Hello and welcome back to another Tesla vlog with me, Adam Well-Informed. Did you know the Tesla Model 3 was the 7th best-selling car across the world in 2022? Undoubtedly, it's fair to say that the Tesla Model 3's popularity has continued to grow since its first outing over 5 years ago, and frequent changes have been made here and there, but the general design of the Model 3 has been consistent across that time. That, however, hasn't stopped the rumour mill from picking up some steam over the past few weeks that a new Tesla Model 3 refresh is coming, and potentially at speed. Well, according to this Electrek article, these rumours started towards the end of November 2022 from Reuters. And the rumour was so fresh back then, the article conveniently came with a disclaimer that on previous occasions, Reuters had been an unreliable source for Tesla news in the past. So naturally, like every reader should, I took this news with a pinch of salt bay. But over the past few weeks alone, the secret project codenamed Project Highland has grown legs. Well, not quite, but interestingly, Teslarati have reported just the other day that Tesla has set up new manufacturing lines, with some of the old ones being demolished as part of a revamp for the super secret Project Highland. This information doesn't come from Reuters, but actually from public filings. So are we starting to see the foundations of an incoming change to the 7th best-selling vehicle in the world and Tesla's 2nd best-selling car? But why would they make the changes now if it's already doing so well? What would those potential changes bring to the end user, and for what price? Will it charge faster? Will it drive further? Will it be enough to convince you to buy it? Plus, my suspicions on why this update will be so significant. That's what I want to explore today, plus I'll share my thoughts and opinions from the public information available today. So if you are pumped to hear about the potential incoming changes, please do hit that like button to show me some of your virtual love and support for Tesla and EVs. Hit the subscribe button so you can continue on this Tesla EV journey with me. Finally, hit the notification bell so you're notified of all my upcoming electric car videos as soon as they're available. Right folks, it's time to see if this new Tesla Model 3 could offer something special. Firstly, let's talk about the potential exterior changes to the Tesla Model 3 and what we know so far. It's no secret, the Tesla Model 3 and the rest of the Tesla models, aka the sexy lineup, all look like family. They follow the same/similar design traits, and it's probably only the Cybertruck which differs in its exterior design. However, that's just simply designed to be its own product on its own merits. Therefore, I think it's fair to say that we shouldn't expect a massive change in the exterior looks of the potentially refreshed Tesla Model 3. To back my point, there have been some acclaimed sightings of the Project Highland Model 3 testing on public roads in California, like so. I mean, I hate to break it to you, and I'm going to say it how it is. This pretty much looks identical to the Model 3 that I have in my drive. That's not to say that there isn't going to be any changes. Clearly there was something worth hiding under that cloth, and my 2 cents is that these changes will focus on improving any deficiencies in the aero and improving the drag coefficient of the vehicle. Having not implemented any aero changes for over 5 years, a company so laser focused on small and incremental changes to improve performance, this is currently an untouched and underutilized area that could be an open opportunity to utilize and make aero gains to assist in boosting the vehicle's range and efficiency. They must also do this in a way that doesn't get too lost from the original design, so it remains very much within the family. What I'm trying to say is that Tesla don't need to reinvent the wheel here, but it's definitely an area that they can exploit for range purposes and potentially enhance its attractiveness too. I doubt making it more attractive visually is high up in their list of priorities, and vehicle efficiency will be the key driver in any of the changes made on the exterior. So now let's turn our heads to the internal changes. This is where it could get a little bit more spicy. So what could the interior of a refreshed Model 3 look like? Well, to quote the original source of Project Highland, Reuters, one focus of the redesigned codenamed Highland is to reduce the number of components, complexity in the interior of the Model 3, while focusing on features that Tesla buyers value, including the display. Now, I don't know about you, but straight off the back, I have a few suspicions about what could happen to the interior look and design. With that hyper simplicity design at heart of the interior, I think the next Tesla will be stalkless like the Tesla Model S and X at present. But they won't go all really yoke on us, and if you're still with me, that was my really poor attempt at a yoke joke. But instead of the yoke, we'll see a normal steering wheel, but one similar to the Tesla Semi. In fact, this was a rumour that was circulating a few months ago. I'll see if I can get the source for you on the screen now. Perhaps the yoke will be optional, but a traditional wheel that potentially mirrors the Semi's version will help with an all-in-one design that can be used across multiple different vehicles. We may see upgrades to the display, but maybe it's just going to be a resolution bump. I'm not expecting an increase in the screen size purely because the Model S has to have some natural advantages over the Model 3 and Model Y. We may also see the GPU cluster added to the vehicle, enabling it to run Steam just like the Model S and X. Then we also may see the HEPA filter finally introduced to the Model 3. At present, the lack of space under the bonnet / frunk has been a core reason as to why it hasn't been added to the new models already. But the potential inclusion runs in line with my secret thesis behind the changes, for which I will discuss towards the end of the video. Together with these changes, expect other minor changes internally. Maybe they can remove that interior bar that runs across the middle of the roof and have a full and seamless glass roof similar to the Model Y. Again, it's all to do with simplicity in mind here. That is the theme. Moving on to my favourite section for speculation: battery, range and charging speed. Will this new Model 3 have 4680 batteries? If I use the slides presented by Elon Musk at Battery Day back in 2020, unless the strategy has somewhat changed, I think it's safe to say incorporating 4680 in 2023 Model 3s will not be a priority. In fact, I think they'll be happy to see similar LFP battery chemistry that we see in the rear-wheel drive Model 3 today, but also with a bit of a twist. I previously discussed in a video a few months ago that there were rumours of BYD supplying Tesla with their Blade batteries, and in particular, these were LFP, and they had the potential to be incorporated into a structural battery pack. For those not in the know, this is a method of installing a battery pack and utilising it as the underpart of the body of the vehicle. Well, that's just how I understand it anyway. The goal being to reduce the need for additional parts to the floor, retaining its rigidness, but saving cost and weight. In addition to this, we'll then see a long range and performance Model 3 taking on a nickel magnesium chemistry pack for the very first time, just like the Battery Day slides demonstrate. Potentially coming from CATL, just like the previous rumours, and I detailed that in that same video that I mentioned just a few seconds ago. Another thing Tesla could do is to sacrifice the long-range Model 3 and just have a single long-range performance beast like the Model S Plaid. At present in the US, apart from current orders and inventory purchases, it's only possible to buy the Performance Model 3 and the cheaper LFP Model 3, so maybe they were testing the waters for just a dual Model 3 lineup globally. All for the purpose of production simplicity, and we know Tesla can carry over Plaid technology to make a Model 3 Plaid possible. Okay Adam, so what about charging speed? Well, I'd expect the rear-wheel drive Model 3 to be similar speeds to the current reiterations, even if they take on BYD's Blade battery. However, if the other Model 3 does use nickel magnesium, maybe we could see an uplift in line with the V4 superchargers that Elon promised a while back. These V4 Tesla superchargers have been reported to deliver speeds of up to 350 kilowatts, and it will bring it up in line with some of its non-Tesla competitors such as the Lucid Air, so charging speeds could have the potential from day one. Final point before I move on to the conclusion is a secret you didn't want to know, but there's actually a silver lining for you all. I think if Project Highland really is a big Tesla Model 3 refresh, this isn't because the Tesla Model 3 design is stale and desperately needs updating. Oh no. The purpose really is to implement groundbreaking methods of production to make building EVs, and in this case Model 3, even cheaper than before. And while the Tesla Model Y shares a chunk of the Model 3's parts, the Tesla Model 3 isn't as efficient to build as its sibling currently is, partly due to its ability to implement front and rear castings. But Tesla merely doesn't want to copy and paste Model Y gains, but to take it to another level, just like the Model Y did to the Model 3 in the past. So boring news to you is that Tesla is effectively finessing its manufacturing techniques to effectively make the Model 3 cheaper to build, all by the methods of production simplification, as well as reducing the number of parts to the vehicle, like the removal of the stalks. This then gives Tesla the ability to maneuver on price in the future. I have no idea what Tesla are going to do here, but if big changes are made and demand is high as supply is low during the production ramp, I think that they will probably just keep the ability to reduce prices on the shelf just like they have done recently. Even if Tesla don't drop prices immediately, if they add value to its offering, you are just getting more car for your money, I guess. And Tesla can always action on price should it need to. So to conclude, is Project Highland a thing, and will it be worth it to you as a potential Tesla owner? Well, I've been wrong in the past and I've been right in the past. The truth is, only Tesla employees will know, but that doesn't stop us from speculating and putting potential pieces together that we already have. From the information already reported, the changes made to the Tesla Model 3 would have design and production simplicity at the heart of it, and in the process, this should also enable opportunities to enhance its attraction and offering to the consumer. That's not to say today's Model 3s will be obsolete though. Whilst we have talked about them trying to make a new Model 3 at a cheaper cost, there is no guarantees that it will be priced cheaper or even the same price. It could even be priced higher in order not to Osborne itself too much. Either way, today's Model 3 is a great value for money and even cheaper than some of its mainstream petrol competitors. You can see a video that I did the other week on the screen now, which demonstrates how much cheaper it is, not only on the ticket price, but also the cost of ownership. It's just simply crazy to see. So what do you guys think? Is Project Highland a thing and related to the new Tesla Model 3? Do you think the changes I speculated are reasonable? And what would you like to see in a Tesla Model 3 refresh? Let me know in the comment section below. If you're not sure what to comment and you got this far in the video, you can simply drop me the comment Tesla Model 3 plaid and I'll give you a cheeky thumbs up for the support. Don't forget to subscribe, like, share this video with your friends and family. Thank you for tuning in and I'll see you in the next one. Ciao.